Hi, I'm Coach T. This is week 35 of my C# DevLog. It might sound a little bit exasperated because this is my third attempt at recording this, but for some reason, every time I try, the Mac freaks out and doesn't want to record the actual screen. So I'm going to keep it really short. I finished Royal Run over the weekend. I wrapped it up, and then yesterday night I spent a little bit of time like polishing it and adding a couple little touches that I thought needed, like music. And I experimented with sound effects, but didn't quite get there. I think I set up my audio source wrong, and I just ran out of time. I learned a lot from this project. It was mostly programmatic. We did some stuff with the editor, but almost every problem that was pitched was solved with C# code itself, which was a very good practice in fundamentals, like separation of concern, creating classes and scripts that would interact appropriately with each other. I learned more about dependency injection. That was kind of a big thing because I've struggled with dependency injection, just not getting it, but we used an init method to inject dependencies later in instantiation. So the dependencies are set up at kind of the top level, and then as the game does things in its setup, it injects those dependencies down, and I kind of started to understand that for the first time. We used for loops in some new ways that I hadn't used to adjust the vector3 positioning of chunks to make that swift. We used a big garbage scooper to delete things. So I learned more about collisions and colliders and about prefab variants. That was pretty new. But the nice thing, validating thing, was that almost every problem that I had to solve, I did know the answer in code. I couldn't always structure it identically, but I was able to solve almost every problem that he pitched that wasn't like a Cinemachine or an editor thing where I just had never seen the tools. The one exception was the lane logic. I struggled to get the lane logic to work on my own. I did get there, specifically the spacing of multiple items during on a chunk. Basically, and I'll show this, the game sets up 12 square chunks that are all the same size in a row, back to back to back, an array, and then it shifts them one in. But then each chunk instantiates fences or apples or coins. And we had to apply some logical reasoning to where and when is that possible. And I struggled with the adjacent fences in particular. I thought that was challenging for me. But then my solution for coins, getting coins that are subsequent coin spawns, that was also a challenge. I did solve that one on my own, but my solution was different than Steven's. I don't know if it made a tangible difference, a performant difference. I'm not sure. Ultimately, what I elected to do with every single step in this particular project is I do it my way. I'd make sure I understood my way and take notes on it. And then I would go back and revert it and do it his way because I was really trying to just follow the instructions from the beginning to the end to get that experience of building the finished vertical slice of the game. This is not the kind of game that I want to continue to work on, though. The only thing that I might do from here on, and it's not an immediate thing, but maybe over one of the breaks or if I've gotten a long weekend, is model an animated cat, which I can do on my own. And then I think I might change some of the prefabs to be like rainbows or sparkly and change the coins to stars for my daughter so she can play, a cat collecting coins kind of game. But other than that, this is not a type of game that I'm drawn to. It was the coding challenges in particular that I found interesting enough to continue working with. So that said, I'm going to flip to Finder and I'm going to play and just show you what it looks like. It might be a little bit loud. Oh no, I don't have the music on the most recent build. Oh well, that's fine. It just plays some royalty-free music. But you can see as I collect the apples, I slow down if I hit things or if I get hit by things. I come to a crawl. I get hit by that. It causes me to slow down. And I can only get hit once every second. There's a little bit of an invulnerability timer there. Okay, there we go. See the rock makes sound. Oh, it disappeared. The rock makes the camera shake. So that's it. It's simple. Right now I'm going very slow because I was trying to demonstrate the collisions, but it does what it's supposed to do on the tin. And that's ultimately all that we were asking for. So, whoop. Okay, cancel. There we go. We're back. All right. With that said, tonight I've got off. Tomorrow I'm going to start the Sharpshooter project, which is the first-person shooter slice tutorial. And that'll close out this course, and then it's going to be time for me to evaluate, do I go back to a book? Do I start building my own thing again? But it was definitely worth it, even though I'm not attracted to this type of gameplay. It's worth it for me to dive in and really focus on just the code, because it's the thing that I really do enjoy is the coding. Modeling's fun for me. Doing art outside of 3D modeling, less fun. I'm not super attracted to that. But I do really enjoy puzzling through and solving and finding solutions for coding problems. That brings me a lot of joy. So, all right, with that said, I'm going to get out of here. It's time to put the babies to bed. I can hear one of them is a little bit upset right now, so I might need to go give some backup. And I'll try to be back this weekend, hopefully, maybe with some evidence of progress with Sharpshooter. All right. I'm Coach T. This is my C# DevLog. This is week 35, and I will catch you in a few days.